chipmunk's living in it. I've got it unstuck this way before. Oh, a little mouse house. Oh, that's nice. That just rusted off. Look at that mouse hole right there. Holy. It's a nice little house. Wake up! Maybe it is full of water. This wrench is not having a good day. Snowmo horse. That sounded wrong. ADHD. Buick. This is locked. Stuck engine. There's no way it just spun. Did it? No way it just... There's no way it's spinning right now. There's no way. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. Tension down. Oh. Did you see that? Look at that! It's cold enough to where the bolts, I don't want to break them. It's just a back and forth thing with this weather, but today we're going to just focus on the snowmobile. And if the snowmobile fails, then we're going to start working on the car big time. I don't care about the weather. Been wanting to wait till spring just because it's nicer overall to work on it and everything, but today we're going to be trying to get this unstuck. Oh boy. My guess is that this little spot right here, water got in there, but I mean, it might be savable, so here we go. We gotta get this cover off here. That one. This bottom one. Push it in, there we go. What the heck? This was like frozen shut last time. It came undone. What the heck? Push it in, it won't go in. Push it in. Twist. Jeez. Man. Times. There we go. Come on. Are you kidding me? Where's that hammer? There we go. There you go. Easy. Well, we still got the top latch, so that's perfectly fine. Now I'm sweating over that. Let's see. What size is this again? It's that size. So what we do, put this on here. for some wax. Flip it the other way. I think that's moving the bolt undone. Flip it the other way. That's tightening the bolt. Huh. So I've gotten that nut loose, but oh, look at that. A little piece of corn right there. Means maybe chipmunks living up in there. Chipmunks living in it. Or mice, probably mice. Probably help if I took this out, huh? I mean, I filled this thing plumb full last time. It won't create compression really if it's kind of loose. So we'll just keep hammering away, I guess. I've got it unstuck this way before. What size is this? 22. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna have to use one of these sockets here. I think the 7/8 is the biggest one I got, unless 3/4 is too small. That's too small. Possibly this. No. So we're locked in with the 7/8, and put this on there. And tighten it. That doesn't want to go. Wrench on here again. Let's go for my coat because I'm starting to sweat. Really don't want to round this bolt off. Come on now. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do here, because this is not working. The problem is when you hammer down on it, it wants to do one of these. And you put pressure down, it wants to pull off the bolt, so you have to hold it on. It's just not getting very much. Doesn't want to go. Maybe try going the other way. Oh man. Felt I've got this jacket's like a 2-layer jacket, and I just felt the inner sleeve come unbuckled. That's gonna be a hassle to get buckled back in. I don't think this thing's gonna go. I think it might be rusted tight in there. Where'd that wrench go? Really gets your hand muscle going. This thing really doesn't want to come free. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I'm sure this is... tank thing won't even open. Think this will change the size of the wrench if I hit it enough? I feel like going this way is probably stripping it. Yeah. I felt the loose going, and the nut go loose. I keep feeling it go loose whenever I go the other way. I mean, I know I gotta go that way is probably the right way to spin it to free it up, but when I spin it that way, the nut goes loose. So it's I've got to do it backwards, spinning the engine over backwards. But it doesn't like to spin backwards, this thing. Take my phone out of my pocket. Keep getting scared I'm gonna like hit it with the hammer. I've broken phones like that before. Surely that's got to be like an impact, just. Huh. This is a 22. So this is a 7/8. Or maybe not. If I had a wrench like this with a really big handle, that would be nice. I don't think this thing's got such a short. Someone right now watching is just cringing at me hitting this tool with a hammer. Maybe if I put my... get my foot to go against it like this. I can get two hands on the swing. So last video I was doing this for like probably 2 hours, but it shortened down to like 5 minutes. This is pretty much what I was doing the whole time. Doesn't want to go. Doesn't want to go. I wonder if this spins over. You can't do that from this side like this. I don't have the torque. So I actually learned a little bit about this truck. I actually learned that this was used as a sawmill. So they just put the truck here, and then they use the engine right here to run some sort of sawmill right here. That's why it's kind of in line with the way this is right here. Get another engine right there. But yeah, I guess they didn't even drive this truck. They just had the drive line go back, and that drive line, you know, did whatever to spin a saw. Pretty cool. Got no idea about this thing. This would be a I think I've tried spinning it before. Pretty cool. Is this a 4-cylinder? Maybe a 6-cylinder. Huh. I'm wondering if it's either open on the exhaust stroke, which is letting moisture go right into the engine, rusting it, or, which was probably what happened, water went right down in there, and that's why she's not, that's why she's stuck. You know, water gets in there, it starts rusting. This used to be completely covered. Oh man. I'll keep cracking away, I guess. There's something moving around over there. I'm rustling in the leaves. You know what I'm probably going to do is this isn't going to come unstuck. The only way to probably get it unstuck will be to get like a 10-foot breaker bar, break the bolt off. Or, you know, you're going to have to pull the head off. But I think, I don't know much about snowmobile engines, right? I know with a mini bike engine, it's fine if you pop the head off. It's roughly the same size engine. It's fine if you pop the head off. And the gasket, you can reuse it. It'll work just fine. But with a car engine, you have to spec the bolts to an exact tightness because the threads, they have an elasticity, and when you over tighten it, those threads bend a little bit, and that bend is what hooks it in place from it never leaving. And I'm not sure if these are torqued to spec or if they're just torqued. But I mean, an easy way to get it unstuck would be to pop the head off, put a block of wood on the piston, and bang on it a little bit. And that just adds force right here, because all we're doing is crank force from the one side right here. It's not doing anything. It's even got an arrow on here where it, you know, it spins this way, but I can't. I mean, I could try cranking it that way, but the bolt's just gonna come loose. There we go. Let's brake lights away. I think the bolt's coming loose. Let's see. Ow. Alright. I guess I just gotta keep doing it. I can't get a good angle hit on it because this brake line, when I come in, it hits me and it throws me off. It's just such like a weird, it can get frustrating very fast. Maybe, oh yeah, right here. It's not enough. feel like I should be wearing safety glasses. I think that is actually. That almost came up and hit me in the face. We need to rethink our strategy. Let's run it again. Oh, a little mouse house. Oh, that's nice. How does that even connect? Oh, it's just... that just rusted off. Cool. That actually looks like it's a flip thing. Oh no, it goes like that. Whatever. Fix. This thing's stuck too. Cool thing about this, I think the speedometer goes up to 120. I thought it was 180. Maybe it's the RPM goes up to 10,000. This thing sure be cool though. The engine wasn't stuck. Or no, I think the engine was free, but there was no spark. And the problem was there's no key. And we were trying to hotwire it. Look at that mouse hole right there. Holy. It's a nice little house. Wake up! Is that an old Polaris right there on the trailer? I feel like this thing would be scary to ride. This thing is stuck. Arm's gonna be sore for like a month. Okay. To apply pressure and get a really hard swing on this. Really feel how locked up that is. Maybe it is full of water. Oh, I can actually see the piston in there. It's at top dead center. I can see the piston. It's rusty. It looks like like, you know when you see like rain dripping down the window and it makes the streak? There's streaks of rust on the piston, so it's like completely clean and shiny, and then there's little streaks. You won't be able to see it at all. I can barely see it at all either. But yep, it's at top dead center. I could see it. So that means the exhaust is open. Yay! Man. can't even hit it now. So I'm losing feeling in my hand and just overworking it. Get the blood flowing in there. I think so far I've just been doing a lot of force like one way and then a lot of force the other way, and I've just been going back and forth a lot of force. I think what now I'm going to do is probably just like a couple taps one way, a couple taps the other way, and I'm going to try switching back and forth a lot more now. This wrench is not having a good day. Not at all. It's actually even left marks right there from when I was banging on it this way. Come on now, here we go. Moved. It moved. It was up here, now it's down there. But I don't think this arrow moved. I think it was just the bolt. Yeah, it's just the bolt. It's just the bolt moving. Crap. See, right there I would have broke my phone. Because I went and I slammed down. Boom, right where my phone would have been in my pocket. So good thing I took it out. I can't feel my hand at all. It hurts. Take a little handbrake here. I'll go check up on the Buick. It's looking mean. Think this car is if this car is a person, you think it'd be a boy or a girl? Or do you think it'd be a boy or a girl, or you think it'd be an it? You know, this might turn into some sort of drag build or something, you never know. There's kind of three ways I could see this car going. Well, 4 ways. 1, just kind of keep it how it is and drive it. You know, fix stuff when it breaks. Number 2, make it more of like a street cruiser, kind of upgrade it a little bit, but also keep it street, you know, not overly modify it. 3rd is a drag build, you know, fat tires in the back, skinny tires, pizza cutters in the front. Or the fourth option is lift it, put big tires on it. I wouldn't do anything crazy, but, and you can always undonk it, you know, you can always put regular tires and lower it back again. slipped on that. Let's see, mouse poop. Yep, there it is. Mouse poop on the seat right there. I'll be driving you soon. Oh, man, look how good that quarter, that rocker panel, I mean, is. The window seals are all shot. Alright. The Buick's doing fine. She'll survive. Wait until spring, won't hurt her much. I've got a bone to pick. You. There we go. Come on. I want to be able to get a good big swing like this, but I could only probably get like one or two before my hand would die from that angle. This is starting to seem like a summer project now. Or maybe a send it down the road project. Because I've got other things to do. I mean, another thing with working on the Buick over there is I kind of need like a second person to help me bleed brakes. And with the suspension, there's a couple things I need an extra set of hands with. I don't have anybody to help. So it's double hard to work on it. And another thing too is because this is all in a swamp, if the ground sinks below you or if the jack slips underneath you and the car falls on you and you're all alone, well, you're all alone. It's like a safety thing. You know, my grandpa he's already had a vehicle fall on him out here because the ground is soft, and you know, it's a scary thing to go through. And it's just better to be safe with, you know, if you're ever working on a car or any of your stuff, it's always better to be quadruple safe about everything. It's not worth risking anything. It's not gonna go. And it's just as stuck as it was last time I was here. I thought maybe transmission fluid sitting in it would help. Nothing. Man, oh man, oh man. I miss riding this thing, dude. Leaning left and right. It's such a lightweight sled that you could just, you know, if you lean to the side, you can get the whole sled to lean with you. You just lock your legs into the sides. It's like riding a horse. Snowmo horse. That sounded wrong. But yeah, I mean, I've got the track on this trailer hitch right here, so the track is safe. Same with the skidoo over there. I've got some blocks of wood like that under the track, so the track stays good. You leave the track on the dirt, it rots out. Same with the skis. You should always, what my dad does is just lift up a ski, put a block of wood under it, because if you see even like right here, that'll stick to the ground, and if you get a couple inches of snow stuck to the ground for the winter, or it gets stuck in the mud, you know, it'll thaw and sink and freeze into the, you guys know. Why am I even hitting on it still? It's not gonna go anywhere. stucker than stuck. You know, riding my three-wheeler right now, it'd be fun. But I'd got to move the tractor that's in the shed if I want to get that out. I don't know if it's worth the hassle. Well, maybe if I hit this really, really, really hard. But I've got to find a way to... I've got to be able to hit it with one hand. I've got to be able to push on this. Or maybe I can hit it hard if I get this on there. I just want to be able to get a really good swing on it. This might be the way, actually. Get on there. I'm hitting that pretty hard. I mean, I'm hitting it hard enough to put marks on that. I think this would break it. Oh yeah, it's bending the wrench. This doesn't look like a bend. So what happens if I put a lot of torque on it, like this, and then you start hitting it. You rattle the heck out of your kneecap is what you do. Doesn't work. Man. I can hear it ripping the engine mounts when I do that. Come on, engine. Just break free. There's gotta be a song that's break free, right? Probably like Mariah Carey or something. Now my left hand hurts, my right hand doesn't. That is weird. What can I do to make you happy? What can I do? Penetrating oil. You know what I say? To you, Mr. Penetrating Oil. Open wide. Hope you like that. Plenty more it came from. Yeah, it's still plumb full of transmission fluid. It's still red. We'll snug this up. There we go. Nice and snug. A little bit of oil down there, be good for it. There we go. Starting to get a blister on my hand. Nothing I can do. I think that bird wants me to stop hammering. Pieces of the hammer are coming off. You know, I might have to wait till it's a hot summer day for this now that I think about it. There's no way, I don't think my grandpa's gonna let me bring this inside a building to warm it up. He'd probably just think it's too much of a piece of junk to do that. I'm thinking if it's hot, you know, everything expands a little bit. It might be easier to get it unstuck in the heat. Especially if there is frozen ice in there, but I put, you know, transmission oil in there a week ago, so it should be mixed in with that. water and it shouldn't be freezing. Oh boy, you know, I suppose they wouldn't mix together. The transmission and the water would probably stay separate. Man, wish I could get this thing free. Hammering and hammering. I just see a fly. Seeing stuff now. It's a nice day. Backside of the hammer makes much of a difference. It's not working. Someone's coming down the road. Hear it? SUV flying by like 50 miles an hour. When I was a little kid, probably like 6, 7 years old, my parents would always bring us out here to babysit or whatever, and my grandpa would always get upset because, kid you not, cars would come down this road. I think it's probably a group of teenagers or something, but they'd come down this road like it was what's like the salt flats, like it was a speed thing. Like they would try to get as top speed as they could, and that's a dirt road. But you'd be standing out there playing in the yard, and then all of a sudden a car would fly by going like 115 miles an hour. Just leaves a cloud of smoke for like... You know, the geese are flying south. Those are cranes. Cranes. I wonder if you could just put a mini bike motor right on there. I mean, what do these engines make? 25, 30 horse? Right? Probably 40 max. You know, you could probably get a 20 horsepower Briggs on there and scoot around. Be like a travel, so it don't be nothing crazy fast. But my battery died. Alright. ADHD. Buick. This is locked. Stuck engine. Stuck engine. Alright, where were we? We had the gloves on. These gloves look better. Glove, where'd the hammer go? Right. There we go. Let's go the other way, and let's hit it really, really hard. Look at me, I got my phone in my pocket again, right where I'm hammering. My grandpa drilled a bolt in there to get the hammer to stay tight. When I'm hammering, I can hear all the birds. Like, I just heard a crow going off, and as soon as I stopped, they all stopped too. It's like you're a part of the sounds of the woods, and they just accept it. And when you stop, they're like, oh, he stopped hammering, there must be danger. And then they all stop and they all listen. And I stop hammering for a while, they just kind of go after it again. But you kind of make like a noise, it becomes background noise to them. And when that background noise suddenly stops, they stop too. It's cool. You guys might not be able to hear the birds, but it's kind of cool hammering and just listening when they stop. And it's so cool, like complete silence for a second other than like one little Tweety bird. And then you stop and you could just hear like all the birds all around like a 1 mile radius. It's ADHD for you. I'm over here trying to get an engine unstuck, and I'm thinking about birds in a 1 mile radius. I'm not even like hammering it now. I'm literally just punching it. Like I'm hitting it like this, and it's getting a good grab and bite. My leg's starting to fall asleep. I know I keep giving up every 10 seconds, but it's for a good reason. Like, every time I give up, I know it's not going to come undone. Oh, he might be down and out until next winter if I think that's going to be the case, guys. This might be a summer thing when it's warm. Somebody put a mustache on my... Who put a mustache on my snowmobile? Look at that. I'm gonna put a mustache on there. And maybe this summer, if we do decide, if we do get the engine free this summer, it'll be warm enough to paint the skis, maybe repaint the whole snowmobile itself, maybe put a new seat on it, maybe fix the gas tank issue. This issue where this entire cap thing comes up as like one piece. Yeah, look at that. It's just, and it leaks. When I fill it up, I'll fill it up to like 3/4 and I'll come back a week later and it's just empty. I need to replace all the gas lines. I started car coming down there and it stopped. That's how I got it off. I literally just struck that back into my memory. Oh my god. So last time I got it stuck, I put a wrench on there, or a socket. It was a socket. And I hammered the socket on there so hard that it like broke the metal off the outside of the socket, because it was the wrong size socket. It was a size too small. I forced it on there and I literally bent the metal to fit the socket. And that's how I got it on there so tight. And then I think I got a breaker bar. Like, got one of these without the clicky clacker in there. And that's how I got it broken free last time. I just remembered. hammering right on the crank like that might shock it too. Instead of just the side to side, you know. Something's moving. The bolt's moving tighter. Either that or I'm stripping it. I'm not. Give my hands a break. It's getting hard to like pull my fingers tight to my palm. Look at this. It's getting harder to do that. Stretch them out, stretch them in. I got it. Okay, hammer in. Hammer down. So I went from here down there. I'll try again. I might have broke it. See the whole thing moving. A lot of flakes coming off of there. I'm getting it the bolt to spin, but I know it's not spinning itself because that arrow hasn't moved. It'd be nice to get an impact on there. Just turn this. Ah, that shot. Oh, man. There's no way it just spun. Did it? No way it just... There's no way it's spinning right now. There's no way. How did I just like this? There we go. It's my third GoPro battery. Got a piece of ice right here. Let's flip up or down. There's probably a lever for it. Alright. Let's sender. Here's what I'm gonna do. Boom. Alright? Boom, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. Tension down. Oh, did you see that? Look at that. Guys, we just got it unstuck. Look. Guys, we got it. Look at that. You know how many times I've been just stopping and walking away? The GoPro battery died. We got it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Here we go. Here we go. Dude, I was like 5 seconds away from calling it. Oh, we have to use the wrenches. Oh my goodness. Can you just work? Right there. That's what I need. That's the angle I've been looking for. Here we go. Look at that, guys. Remember how hard I've been banging on it? Here we go. Anybody else would have given up. I'm not saying I was about 30 seconds away from giving up, but kind of a genius, kind of an expert. That's yes. Let's see if we got a spark. I suppose I need the key for it to spark anyway. Yeah, boy. She's back. 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 That's right. The boy's gonna be riding snowmobile. Yeah. You. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Next step, gotta see if it's got spark. I'm gonna go grab the key. I'll be right back. Alright, am I recording? Yes, I am. I got some starting fluid here. I got the key in my pocket. Let's see what she does here. First things first, put the key in. And that's how you test for spark like a man. You just ground your finger to the snowmobile and pull her over. I can tell you it doesn't have spark. I don't think that button does anything. No spark. So I've got to sand the points, which involves taking off this cover, getting underneath the flywheel, or maybe it's the other side. No, it's definitely that side. Yeah, definitely this side. Got to get this cover off. See, I've already been in here before. There's a bolt nut in there. So I've got 3 nuts to take off and pull this cover off. I know the spark plug probably isn't bad. It might be, it's possible, but... Alright, I'm gonna get this cover off and I'll meet you guys once I get it off. Go. That's one out. Anybody that's watching that's wondering what kind of engine, SM292F. It's right there on the corner. SM292F. Don't know what year it is, I just know it's the 70s. There we go. That's actually pretty heavy. That's how that works. You pull it, and then fins come out and grab. Right there. Pulls them out, and it retracts. Alright. Now, what we are looking for is under this mess. I don't remember if I have to take off just this cover, or if I have to take off this back one too. I think I can leave that back one on. There we go. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Definitely been in here before. I could see marks on these bolts. And it doesn't matter orientation. This thing's on. Okay, that's 1 bolt. It's 2. And that's 3. Now, this piece comes off. Little sheet plate. I don't think you can't mess up what way this goes on. It only goes on there one way. Okay. And now, You guys might not. Here, let me grab my flashlight. I'm gonna need to grab a piece of sandpaper here from the garage, so I'm not gonna run away, but let me see what we're showing here. Okay, let me get this off. Flash. Okay. Can this not go into... It's got a touchy battery pack. Okay. Right there. So this thing spins along. I don't know how well you guys can see. Okay, you guys should be able to see pretty good. Okay. Behind this cover is the magneto. And right there, see if I... Right where that flashlight is, right there, can you see that open and close? That thing that's opening and closing, that little thing that moves in there. If you can't see it, put my finger on it. It's this thing. That thing right there, that little gap right there. You put a piece of sandpaper in that. That is your points. And that is why it's not there's no spark. So I'm going to go run and grab a piece of sandpaper real quick. And I'll sand her down. Okay. So I've got the sandpaper right in the points right there. You can see that's the points. What I'm going to do is make this so it'll fit. So what I'm going to do here is rip the tip off of this. Now it's just a little nub. And I'm going to sand the points. Just try to get this in there. It's almost too, yeah, rip it in half again. Sandpaper on your teeth, that feels good. You get a nice little strip like this. There we go. Perfect. And we can fish this in there. And then we just go crazy. So I'm pushing the sandpaper in, then I'm going to close the points and pull it out. And see that little bit of corrosion on there, the black? That's what's causing it to not spark. I know it's better to overdo it, because I've had times where this didn't do much. Oh. Just keep doing it. Slide it in. Slide it in. Close it. Pull it out. Open it. Slide the sandpaper in. Close. And pull. Open. Put it in there. Close the points. Pull it out. That sounded like a good one. You got a piece of sandpaper stuck in there. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Alright. Now I bet if I just spun this over by hand, if I knew which way to spin it, I would hope. I guess. Just gotta keep sanding. Knife. Oh, I saw it spark. Now, yep. Yep, spark me. You guys see it? You guys see the spark? We did it. We did it. Now, put her back. Put her back the way she goes. Don't you know? So that goes on there. Then you take your thingamajigger. Thingamajigger goes on this flingamabob. Yep. There you go. Get the first one loose and started. Get the second one. Get the second one loose and started. Get the third one. Get the third one started. And make sure everything's snug. Yes. Wiggle everything as you loosely tighten it. So I'm kind of jiggling everything back and forth. Kind of centers it a little bit. And you hand tight all three. Grab your locker. Go like that. Apply tension. And a ratchet. Down tight. And wrench. Yep. Yep. She's on there. And then take this thingy and do one of these, one of these, one of these. Bing. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And where do you want it? There's where you want it. Feed it on. And the bottom one started first, because it's the hardest. Started on the right path. Second one. I think this other one is either stripped or I can't get to it. It would have made sense because the last time I would have done this, I wouldn't have had the money to afford tools. So I probably would have been using something that I wouldn't have been able to get to that bolt, so I probably just left it out. Or, I don't know. I don't know. This is a typical... It's a nice... This is why I like old snowmobiles, though. That thing over there, that red snowmobile, that thing loses spark, like, good luck. Or if the engine locks up, good luck. This thing, it's a single cylinder. You saw, I mean, you guys have been watching. You guys know what I've done to it. I'm going to be careful not to over tight these because that's just like a thin plastic or sheet metal or whatever. So I'm just going to go kind of 3-finger tight or 4-finger. Maybe just a, oh yeah, I felt it strip a little. So this one down here, we're gonna kind of, just see how tight I do it. I'm gonna be careful not to strip these. Maybe this one is stripped. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna go till it gets really tight, kind of, but I could easily overforce this just by boom. And like if I go anymore, it's gonna start stripping it. So like you can feel it tight, boom. I can easily buttery smooth send it over that, but it's gonna strip it. So when we get that, I'm gonna need to be getting spark plugs. So I'm going to leave the extender on. I think is it this one? Oh no, it's not this one. This one? Bingo. So we're gonna spray some stuff and we're gonna pull her over. So that's full of transmission fluid. And the engine's full of transmission fluid. So best way I know how to clean out the cylinder, I'll show you guys. Here's what you do. You get your spark plug. First things first, you want this to be able to spark. Here's what you do. Hook her up. Carb clean. I'm gonna clean off the carburetor, or not the carburetor, the spark plug. Okay. I'm gonna fire off the spark plug now. Anything, little fire burnt off of there. Okay, now here's what I'm gonna do. A little bit in the hole, and then I'm going to just push on it like this lightly, just sealing the gap. Okay, that's all you're doing. You're not doing a half a twist. You're not pushing as hard as you can. You're just applying pressure so it will pop. Okay, it's got oil and stuff in there that we don't want, but transmission fluid is flammable. Here's what we're gonna do. Boom, a little bit in there, just like that, and then pull it over. And boom, it popped off. Boom, you can see again, see how it's not on the cylinder? See how it popped out of the hole? It fired in the cylinder, blew the spark plug out. We're cleaning out the cylinder. I can smell the transmission fluid. Boom, just popped again. Keeps popping out of the hole. We're cleaning out the cylinder so we can run it. Okay, did it again. Boom, big one. Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna take off my jacket. It's like it's fighting me when I pull it over. This jacket, it's just such a thick jacket. I'm gonna stay. It's getting dark out, so it's getting colder. Am I still recording here? Yep. Okay. So there's lightly on there, pull it over. Perfect. Okay. I can still see fluid in there, so do this, and then do this. Alright. It's pretty clean. So now, what I'm going to do is this. Fill her up a little bit. And Look at that. Look at that. Whoa, would you look at that? Woo! Runs and drives. So if you look on here, it's a rock. That's a rock. No, that's rust. That's a piece of rust. Look at that. You guys see that? Big chunk of rust. Oh. I'm gonna clean off the spark plug again. Spray a little bit in the hole. Screw her back on. Yeah. Give it the wiggle as you tighten it. Pull decomp. So now it's just a matter of getting the transmission fluid out of the engine. Yeah, that's, look at that, it's sealed the gap. That's what's not firing. There we go. Spray some more shit in there. And it's just a matter of doing this with the plug a bunch. That can just died. I'm happy. Very, very happy, guys. I'm out of starting fluid, so I can't start it. But we fixed it. She's good to go. She is good to go. I think I'll come out here next when we get some snow. It's gonna snow here 4 to 5 days. I don't know, probably only might get like 1 or 2 inches here, but it runs and drives. It's ready to go. Put some gas in it, clean out the cylinder, drive it. That's all you got to do now. I'm so happy. This thing was causing me issues down here. Like this. It works just fine. Oh no, it was this one was causing me issues. Yep, that's fine if that's loose. Put these back where they came from. Right there. Alright, well, I'm going to be getting tools put away, guys. That's going to do it. She runs, she drives. Run it a little bit more. You guys saw it fire. I ran out of starting fluid. My cans are too cold. I'll be out here again. Stay tuned. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. I really did not expect to get this thing going. You guys saw how stuck it was. Now it's got compression. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.